Have you ever walked through a forest, felt the stillness around you, and wondered, what if these trees were alive, truly alive? In ancient Greece, they believed they were not just alive, but spirited, sentient, and watching. Welcome to the enchanted world of the Dryads and Naiads, where every rustling leaf and bubbling brook carried whispers from another realm. To the Greeks, nature wasn't just a backdrop. It was a living entity, infused with divine energy. Dryads were the guardians of the trees, their lives bound to the towering oaks they inhabited, while the Naiads were spirits of freshwaters, their laughter echoing in springs and streams. Together, they were the soul of the natural world, a soul we're only beginning to rediscover. But why did the Greeks hold these spirits in such reverence? Was it fear, awe, or a deep respect for the untamed power of nature? Perhaps it was all three. The Dryads, whose name comes from dries, meaning oak tree, were thought to embody strength and endurance. Harm an oak, and you risked provoking their wrath, a fate no mortal wanted. The Naiads, whose name derives from now, meaning to flow, were equally captivating. They controlled the fresh waters that sustained life, but they could be as unpredictable as the rivers they inhabited. Their stories are not just myths but moral tales, urging humanity to live in harmony with the natural world. And yet, their presence wasn't always benevolent. Stay with us, and you'll discover the tragic tale of Hylas and the chilling fate of those who dared to defy these spirits. Let's step into their world, a place where nature and magic intertwine. The Dryads weren't just protectors, they were inseparable from their trees. The Hamadryads, a special class of dryads, lived and died with their oak. Imagine this. Cutting down a tree wasn't just an environmental crime but a spiritual one, ending a life as sacred as your own. Daphne, a famous dryad, transformed into a laurel tree to escape Apollo's relentless pursuit, and her spirit lingers in every laurel to this day. The Naiads, meanwhile, embodied water's duality, life-giving yet dangerous. Arethusa, a mortal turned spring by Artemis to escape Alpheus, reminds us of the delicate balance between freedom and restraint. And then there's Minthi, a naiad turned into mint by Persephone, a fragrant reminder of love and jealousy entwined. The Dryads and Naiads didn't just observe, they acted. A dryad might guide a lost traveler out of a forest or summon a storm upon those who desecrated her grove. The Naiads, too, wielded their powers. Hylas, the companion of Heracles, was drawn into a spring by Naiads, his fate a warning to those who underestimated their allure. But these spirits weren't invincible. Their existence was tied to their habitats. When forests were cleared or waters polluted, the Dryads and Naiads faded, their songs silenced. Doesn't this sound hauntingly familiar? Even today, the destruction of nature feels like losing a part of our collective soul, a theme the Greeks captured perfectly in their myths. Their stories offer more than entertainment. They are lessons in balance and reverence. The Dryads and Naiads symbolize a world where humans and nature coexisted in harmony. Their tales warn us about the consequences of neglect and inspire us to protect what remains. Consider Daphne's transformation. Her story gave the laurel tree its sacred status, a symbol of victory and poetry. And Arethusa? Her waters remind us of the sanctity of freshwater in a world increasingly threatened by scarcity. These myths, though ancient, carry messages as urgent as ever. Cherish what sustains you, or risk losing it forever. So what do the Dryads and Naiads whisper to us today? Perhaps it's this. Nature is alive, and it remembers. The next time you walk through a forest, pause. Feel the earth beneath your feet and the canopy above. Could a dryad be watching? Or when you sit by a stream, listen to the murmurs of its flow. Could a naiad be laughing in its depths? These myths remind us of a time when humanity saw itself as part of nature, not above it. Their voices may be faint now, but they're not gone. They call to us still, urging us to live as the Greeks once dreamed, in harmony with a world brimming with spirit and life. If you enjoyed this journey into Greek mythology, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow mythology enthusiasts, and subscribe for more enchanting tales of gods, spirits, and legends. And don't forget to let us know your favorite mythical spirit in the comments below.